All new tonight, undercover video taken inside Joe Exotic's compound. Well, millions, of course, met him on the Netflix documentary Tiger King, while the Humane Society already knows him as a convicted animal abuser, and now he is apparently asking for a presidential pardon.
I know nothing about it. He has 22 years for what? What did he do?
He allegedly hired someone to murder an animal rights activist, but he said that he didn't do that, and he was...
Do you think he didn't do it? Are you on his side?
Well, 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears has been investigating big cat controversies here in Las Vegas, and now she shows how the Humane Society is using the show's popularity to take a stand against animal abuse. But first, a warning, there is some troubling video in this story.
In the Tiger King series, the plight and the fate of the animals themselves gets lost in the crazy cast of human characters. But the Humane Society has been focused on the tigers for years. Now we can share their undercover video so you can see how the Tiger King animals were treated.
Enough.
In 2011, a Humane Society of the United States investigator worked undercover for 100 days at Joe Exotic's Greater Wynnewood Exotic Animal Park in Oklahoma.
If they don't want to walk, pop him and make him walk.
This footage reveals Joe Exotic coaching zoo employees on how to handle the animals.
They resort to these cruel measures of beating them, dragging them, just making them cower in fear.
All in an effort to keep them from behaving like the wild animals they are.
Trying to train the tigers not to be tigers.
Yeah, they want to beat their instincts out of them.
When that cat starts getting hard to handle and start pulling on you, and don't even hesitate, just pull it out. Just pull it out. Because then is not the time to beat the shit out of that cat and make it listen.
You can't hit them in the nose, you can't smack them, you cannot reprimand a cat while the public's around. That happens behind the scenes.
HSUS says Tiger King barely scratches the surface of the suffering the animals endure and what they call a network of cruelty involved in breeding and then selling the exotic cats once they're too old to be photo cubs.
There's a place for all of those animals in captivity in the United States?
No, there's not nearly enough sanctuary space. As I said, in the best case, they can end up in a sanctuary. Worst case, they end up in a zoo or in private ownership or dead.
And they don't always make it to adulthood.
I gotta go bury this baby first though.
Baby what?
Tiger.
Oh yeah?
One with the bad head.
I thought you left it. Sucks, part of it.
Part of it.
Could've just got stepped on or something.
Yeah.
HSUS calls the animals victims, saying people's interests are almost always at odds with the animals' well-being.
Their welfare comes second to their entertainment value.
We need to make him get along with that frickin' liger. So we need to just put him in there and let them beat the hell out of each other, yeah.
As 13 Investigates reported in 2018, some of the GW Zoo cubs were brought here to Las Vegas by Jeff Lowe. Lowe used them for pricey photo ops in private Las Vegas homes he rented, as well as high roller suites at strip casinos and on the Jungle Bus, where he picked people up on the strip and ferried them to a top secret hideout to play with the animals. That is until City Animal Control stepped in and shut Lowe's illegal operations down, seizing his animals. Tiger Spunky, Lilager Paisley, and Clutch the Lemur are living out their lives at a Pahrump sanctuary while HSUS works on changing laws.
We have been trying at the Nevada State Legislature for several sessions now to get some of the most basic protections from these animals, and on a bipartisan basis, they have failed to do so.
At the federal level, they're working to pass the Big Cat Safety Act. They hope those efforts and the re-release of this video highlights the need to better protect big cats from people like Joe Exotic, Jeff Lowe, and others featured in Tiger King.
Stop! Today. Stay back.
Darcy Spears, 13 Investigates.